Snap, crackle,
Pop. Hi, folks. You are watching and listening to a very special, a very momentous edition of Sipping Off the Cuff. I'm your host, Mike Morales. This is your other host, my co-host, Mike. I'm actually his co-host today.
a good friend,
My good friend.
Alex Perez.
And
we are on location for a change.
for a change.
We have been on location for a long time.
No, usually we have no budget for this. So, but today we are very proud to be allowed to actually film and record these tastings of special tequila at the Amarano Hotel in Hollywood, Burbank. And if you've never been here, folks, I got to tell you, you need to stay here, take a weekend, a staycation, or if you're watching us, like in Ohio, where we're from, or any other place, come on down. This is a beautiful property.
It's a boutique hideaway. And this is actually where all the stars come and hide out because we're surrounded by the studios out here. So this is really, I would say, kind of old Hollywood. It's got that look, that theme.
That's theme.
And it's going to go perfect with the tequila we're going to be talking about.
Right. And see this tequila right here, brand new on the market. You've probably never heard of it before, but we have. We've been very fortunate. We were exposed to their very, very soft launch in Beverly Hills. And we thought, here's the story. Should we tell the story or should we just pour the juice?
Let's pour the juice.
Let's pour the juice.
Then we tell it.
Okay, let's pour the juice as usual. This is the Blanco, the Blanco expression. We'll give you all the ins and outs as we go along. We'll tell you where the gnome is, the distillery, all that. But right now, we just broke the seal. Alex broke the seal on this bottle. As we can see, haven't gotten into it yet. Go right ahead, sir.
I'm surprised you didn't open this.
No, it was everything.
It's usually halfway by the time we.
Yeah, it aerates.
Don't forget the camera's up there.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the camera now. Hi.
I
feel like I'm at the parade.
Oh, so you use your.
I'm using
the Stasso.
I'm using the Stasso Jarrito, which is we use for tequila.
The bubbles.
And the bubbles. And Alex is using his handy dandy Glencairn. And wow.
You could smell it.
Oh, hello.
So this is very special. We actually learned about this brand by accident.
Yeah, we were invited to get together in Beverly Hills. Unbeknownst to us, there were a couple of tequila brand owners, one that I've been chasing for months, and the other one that we'd never heard of before. And we had a wonderful dinner, a wonderful location.
We were there for Sotol.
Yeah, we were there for Sotol. It turned out there were two other tequila guys, a sommelier, and the whole staff was there. And it turned out that Tony Garcia and Jeffrey Levy, who are the main brand owners of Rodeo de las Aguas. Here's the story. So Jeffrey Levy lives in Merv Griffin's former home in Beverly Hills. If you folks remember who Merv Griffin is, that guy was a mogul producer. He had
Icon.
It was an icon. He not only had a talk show, but he was like the producer of a lot of game shows, like Password, for instance. Remember Password? That's still around somewhere. And he lived in this beautiful mansion on Rodeo Drive. Well, it turns out that the mansion is built on what was called Rancho de las Aguas, Rodeo de las Aguas, which was a land grant by the Spanish crown.
So it was a real ranch.
Yeah, it was a real ranch. Like most of the property in Southern California, would just, if you know of anything, if you're from LA and you recognize names like Sepulveda, Verdugo, all of those, or even in New Mexico, like where I was from, a lot of the counties are named after land grants from the Spanish crown. Well, Rodeo de las Aguas means that there is a stream, or no, a natural spring,
Or an aquifer. Right?
an aquifer that feeds the property. And when developers came, as they will, to buy up the property and build on it, their idea was to turn it into Beverly Hills. That's where Rodeo Drive comes from and all that. So it's an actual land grant. I had no idea. It's a beautiful
That's a great story. And
Yeah.
I think it's still developing too.
Well, yeah. So we said, when we were exposed to the Amarano, I said, we've got a tequila for you that we need to do the tasting. If nothing else, we need to do a tasting here. And so that's what we're doing today. It's Rodeo de las Aguas. This is a Blanco, 80,
like
80 proof.
I was just gonna say, New Hollywood meets Old Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
New Hollywood meets Old Hollywood. And that's what this hotel is kind of, the decor and the story as well. I mean, they're very close to the Hollywood Burbank studios, Disney, Warner Brothers, those places. I think Netflix is building a huge complex here somewhere. Now, do we have a NOMA on that?
so this is 1517.
And that is Galindo,
Yes.
right? I have had, just to be transparent here, I have had one tequila in the last, I don't know, 9-10 years from that distillery, and it was only a Blanco. Nobody had ever heard of it before. It was called Galindo.
Yes.
And I fell in love with it. They sent it to us. It's one of those where they only sent it to me. They didn't send it to the other TJs that we have all over the US. So I got to taste it. But when the owners, when Jeffrey and Tony said, here, try this, it's like it brought back all the memories.
Wow.
So here we go.
Got
We
a
just
good
poured some
memory
in our
bank
glass.
there.
We're trying to let it, I don't know if you can see it on our cameras here, or our camera.
We got great light here.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. So that's a beautiful platinum hue to that.
Or as we like to say, Chinese.
It's very Chinese.
Very Chinese.
And beautiful legs.
Legs and tears.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
so you're gonna have a nice mouthfeel. I could smell it as soon as I open it and
Yeah.
pouring it out. So
And-
that's always very welcoming.
And these have been sealed. We just broke the seal off of each one
Yeah,
before
that's
we
a-
came
that's
online. So
Amazing nose.
wow, baked, all kinds of baked agave, and it's right in your
It's
face.
sweet baked agave. I love it.
Oh, now that it's opening up, it's getting the notes are a little bit sweeter, a little bit. But I mean,
Citrus.
yeah, but it's very dense at the opening. It's very, very dense. There's a lot of character in this
Again,
Blanco.
like clay coming out of it. Beautiful nose. Very
Wow.
fresh. Very fragrant.
It's almost fruity too. There's
Yeah.
some fruits in there that
On the top. layer,
besides
citrus.
citrus though, there's something deeper, like maybe a mango or something.
So tropical.
Tropical fruit.
Okay, my mouth's watering.
Okay. I say we dive in and see if it opens up and what we're getting.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Mm. Oh, wow. Yeah. Sorry, I don't like doing that on camera. I try not to make a first determination on the first pass, but my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not using the bucket today.
No, you want to share the bucket with me?
Share the
We're
bucket.
using the spit bucket as your friend, folks.
Mm.
Okay, I'm not even going to say it. I'll let you tell me what your first couple of. What were you getting on that? Because it's still tingling on my palate. It is coating the palate the way it should be, and we knew that was going to happen.
Beautiful numbness on the gums. I'm getting herbal, but
Lots of herbal, but it's almost like a spearmint or peppermint.
yes, spearmint, peppermint, even a sage.
Yeah, because it is denser.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It all popped in your mouth. It wasn't even on the nose. It was all on flavor. Because on the nose right now, I'm still getting that baked agave. But on the mouthfeel, it was
Definitely got
just.
the nice mint.
I got a lot of mint, but it was peppermint. It really was.
Love it. Just as it was when we tasted it that night at the station. Beautiful. We didn't even taste this first.
No,
We went backwards.
we went backwards because
We had the aged tequilas first, and then they started bringing up.
well, for some reason, you think they would have taken us seriously when they saw that I brought my own glassware. And the first thing that I
Oh, they
always
took
said,
it seriously.
well, yeah, but I always said, I want to taste your Blanco first because I want And we didn't even know the distillery until after we tasted the Blanco. And then I said, let me see your bottle. And then I said, that's why it tastes familiar.
Well, I think what happens is some brand owners are not confident enough in their Blanco.
Or they're not confident enough in the people that they're tasting. Many people, I call that sensorial manipulation. I don't particularly care for that, where they start you with the aged experience first, the aged expression, and then they work backwards, because they think that a lot of palates are not equipped to handle what the character of a good Blanco. And for us, it's always been the reverse. If you love the Blanco, then the rest of the line is a good indicator of what the rest of the line is going to taste like.
Right.
So here we are.
If it's done right, if you've got a winner as a Blanco, the rest of the line should be golden.
Speaking of winner, Brandon promised.
You nominating it?
I'm nominating it.
Okay, I'll second that.
Okay, well, here.
I'll second that.
You want to second
I'll
that?
second that. You ate the ice cream on this.
I did. Is there anything else you want to say about this? Let's you got the number. And
well, there's Tony had mentioned that the family had this hidden away. They didn't even want to do anything with this juice and some of the stuff that they're making. So it's a privilege to be able to have this come to market, because the family really trusted Jeffrey and Tony to bring this out, put it together, market it, and bring it out. So I mean, you can't, it's something that sometimes it's just a hidden gem that nobody ever finds out about it, because it's a closely held family secret.
Well, it's kind of like this hotel.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're not, seriously, folks, it's a hidden gem. If you don't know you're coming here, you will drive right past it without even noticing.
I've passed it a few times.
Twice, actually. Yeah, it's again 1517. That is well, tequila got
It's like
Gallardo.
Gallardo.
It's Gallardo. And oh my God, did I say Galindo? I meant Gallardo.
Oh, Gallardo.
Yeah, it's Gallardo. And no, it's Galindo.
Gallardo, Galindo.
I don't know. I can't tell. I need a. I think it's Galindo.
It's 15 what?
It's 1517. Yeah, it's Tequila Galindo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spirit of gathering, and it's divine, folks. But I got to tell you,
Tequila Galindo.
It may be even more. It's a Blanco lover sipping tequila, but if you would stand up to a cocktail.
Yeah, beautiful in a cocktail. I mean, obviously, if you put quality into a cocktail, you're going to have an amazing drink. This is also from I think it's Los Altos, isn't it?
You know,
It's from Los Altos.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, the character that it has, it's almost like Los Altos could be like La Arandas. It could be, you know, I don't think it's a Totonilco. I think it's on the way. It's
a little
lower, because it's got some minerality in there too.
Beautiful.
Wow.
All right.
That's
Stick to it.
I think that's our take on Rodeo de las Aguas Blanco. If you've had it, tell us what you're doing with it. You know how much you're paying for it. I don't even have a price point on this right now.
I don't have a price point.
But you know, stick with us, because we have the rest of the line. We've got a reposado, we have an añejo, we have a cristalino añejo, okay, and we have an extra añejo that's just, I will tell you.
And I think you'll be able to purchase it and taste it here at the Amarano.
Yes, I think the Amarano
coming up.
and Rodeo de las Aguas, they will be launching a very special program here at the hotel. So whenever you stay at the hotel, this tequila and probably maybe one or two other ones will be available for you, that the hotel will make available to their guests and on their menu. So watch for it. You can't get it everywhere, but if you've had it before, please tell us what you're doing with it. If you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on the podcast, leave us a comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know,
I'm looking for a price to see if I can find price.
Well, it might still, you might get a pricing on it right now. Just the Blanco. Let's just hold back on everything else, and then as we go along.
I don't think it's available everywhere, but
it's not.
Just off the internet, the price range is right around just under $50.
$50 for this kind of quality?
It's made
all day long. Back up the truck. What do you need? Back up the truck. folks, that's our take. You've been watching, listening to Sipping Off the Cuff here on location at the Hotel Amarano in the Hollywood Burbank area. If you stayed here, if you've been a guest here, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. We love this hotel. Again, our thanks to the Hotel Amarano for letting us invade their bar and do this. And again, thanks to Rodeo de las Aguas. But folks, whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely. That was awesome. Good stuff.
We're just not going to.
I just let it run. I just
Okay.
let it run.
Yeah, no, because that you're.